Hey, Magic friends, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Capnclyde's MTG, and today we're talking about Streets of New Capenna. Our leaks actually already starting. So, we're 8 weeks out from New Capenna, and apparently some stuff's already been leaked that's maybe a leak, maybe a promotional thing, maybe Wizards are just trying to drum up some interest in the new set. We'll take a look at all that, but first, guys, remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, put some comments down below to feed that YouTube algorithm. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers so that one day maybe I'll actually make $1 on this channel, and boy, wouldn't that be sweet. So, without further ado, let's take a look at what has been leaked, and we'll talk about where it came from, what it is, and what we can actually see for it. So, this spread across the internet like wildfire earlier today. Actually, to be last this morning, it's really late. I should honestly be in bed, but luckily for you guys, I can't sleep. So I found it and I'll get it out to you right now along with the box opening videos. Here it is, guys. This is what we're talking about. Magic the Gathering, Streets of New Capenna. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. This looks like a Facebook thing. You are correct. This is a Facebook thing. Now, I think it's been taken down from what some people are telling me, and I can't find it anymore. But once I heard about it, I ran over real quick, snapped a couple photos, and put together a little vid for you guys. So as you can see here, it says it's in Milton Keynes, England. So obviously, this is somebody in England has posted this on the Facebook Marketplace in England. Now, as you can see, it obviously says Streets of New Capenna. It says this is a bundle. It talks about the draft, and we have a dice. So, my first thing about this is I find it odd they didn't open any of this to preview cards or to spoil cards. So that's the first thing I find that's odd. Now, if they are trying to sell it and they realize it needs to be sealed to be sold, I get that. But at the same time, let's then talk about how they got this. So we see a bundle and we see a draft pack. This very much looks like something here. Bundles you can get pretty much anywhere, but draft packs you can as well. But obviously, this is not up on Amazon or anywhere like that. The only thing I can think of is some sort of store, very much similar to like we have Walmart here in the States. These are things that would easily be found there. Now, what does that mean? If they did get this from a store similar to Walmart or even a Walmart, if Walmart's even in New England, I didn't take time to go check. Probably should do a little research, but I'm professional. I don't do that stuff. So anyway, if they did, like I mentioned, these leaks are out 8 weeks in advance. Now, I'm going to be the one to tell you that in any kind of distribution, the last thing you want is products sitting in your warehouse for 8 weeks before you can legally sell it. Um, so I highly doubt that this was something that was sitting in a warehouse somewhere of a store that they're going to wait 8 weeks to put it on a shelf because that means that's 8 weeks of tied up capital. Now you can also argue due to shipping concerns and delays and all this stuff, they decided to send it out early. But let's be honest, guys, Wizards ain't that smart, nor are they going to do that because of situations like this. Which then leads me to believe, did somebody possibly steal this from a warehouse, i.e., Wizards, or maybe somebody was gifted this from a distribution warehouse, or they stole it from a distribution warehouse, uh, and they're now trying to flip it for like 2 or 3 times the price. Obviously, we don't see a price on here. I didn't take the time to go look because I was just so shocked by this, and I wanted to make a video real quick. Uh, that's what's happening now. With that said, I highly doubt any of that's really happening. To be honest with you guys, if I was gonna say this is anything, this is clearly a promotional scheme um, by I think Wizards of the Coast to promote New Capenna and to see how long it takes for this kind of wildfire to run through the internet world as it may be and see how long it gets back. Because let's be honest, guys, you can pay for advertisements like most places always do. Or in this situation where we do leaks and things like that, you don't have to pay. Like you let people do it for you. You're like, hey, I'm gonna give you a couple boxes. It's not gonna be out for 8 weeks. Do what you want with it. You can sell it. You can keep it. Uh, just don't post the actual cards on the internet, but you can post the boxes, and maybe that's what's going on. But again, this is England. I don't know if Wizards of the Coast even has anybody over in England per se, but this just really seems like to me a promotional thing from Wizards of the Coast to spread through social media, free advertising for New Capenna. Um, and do I think it's a bad idea? No, I don't. I think it's actually pretty smart, saves them a lot of money, and you know how them guys are about cutting costs. So, but to be honest, this is, to be honest with you, probably the best way to advertise a product like this, especially before preview season has even started, to really get the hype built up for the next set. So, uh, with that said, I do have some concerns, which makes me believe that this is staged, and I'll tell you about it here. I kind of I flipped everything around and took a better picture, get it up close. I couldn't get to the barcode. I tried really hard to read that thing; it just not happening. Which makes me think that these guys were careful enough to do that. Also, you'll notice that the bundle dice is sitting here. However, it doesn't look like the bundle's open unless this side over here is where they open the bundle. And to be honest with you, if you open a bundle, is anybody really going to buy it? Now, as long as the packs are in there and they're not open, yeah, somebody probably would buy it. But me personally, and most people that I know, they don't want to buy stuff that's already open. And if they've opened the bundle, why would they not have more stuff out to show other than just this? Because if they don't care about spoiling anything, they're just trying to get this sold, and it really is a listing. They're not going to care what they show unless they know the kind of trouble it can get them in through the corporate legal terms things, which means they have to know what it means to have product early, spoil it, and the consequences of that stuff getting out and what can happen to you. I.e., that means this person is in with the distribution, a store, game store, or something that they actually understand that, or when somebody gave this to them, they actually explained that to them. So this is very interesting in general. So now with that said, let's talk a little bit about the art. So the art here seems pretty sweet. You can see there's a demon driving this car, and there's an angel on front of the car as a hood ornament, which is very interesting. It makes me wonder if this place is just all demons, and the angels aren't around, but they are kind of built into the philosophy as toys or some sort of treasure type thing. Over here, you can see a skyscraper, what it looks like in the background. You can still see a vague resemblance of armor on here. Not really. Well, I guess it kind of looks like clothes. This kind of looks like armor. Maybe it's a coat, cape, maybe. Um, so who knows? But you can see here, it looks very uh, 50-ish, 40 style, which seems really cool. This guy's clearly driving a car. And also, this particular dice, this is sweet. And if you look really close right here, it looks like the set symbol is pretty much this here, it kind of in a smaller form from the hood of the car. And this dice looks really sweet. A lot like the Dungeons and Dragon dice and a few other dice. I will probably have to buy a couple of these bundles just because I want the dice. Not gonna lie, that thing's pretty sweet. And if you're asking, I do play D&D. I play all kinds of board games. I like dice, and yes, I have a problem. And no, you do not need to have an intervention because it's not going to help. It's been 30 years and nobody's been able to fix it yet. So let's just roll with it, shall we? Get it? Roll with it? Anyway, so moving right along. Also below in the comments or even hit me up in the emails. I'm gonna see about if I can get some extra product from New Capenna and sell some boxes and stuff. I've been asking if I sell boxes on eBay. Normally I don't because after shipping and everything, it's really hard for me to make a profit. But if someone wants to buy several boxes to kind of ease up the shipping price, I can probably get you a pretty good deal. And if I don't make any money, what I can do is I can give you a real good deal on the box along with shipping. I can open it on the channel for you. Hit me up in the comments down below. Is that something you guys want to start seeing? Maybe start up a patron kind of account where if you're part of a patron account, I can give you access to a cheat box to be opened on the channel and then shipped to you. That would also go for bundles, set boosters, collector boosters, whatever the case may be. But as always, that would probably have to be paid for in advance. Um, Only because uh, spend a lot of money up front getting this stuff, and it's really hard to recoup that money up front if I'm going to start adding on to how much I normally purchase. Also, with that said, um, would you like me to list these as private auctions on eBay? Because I can, or we can just deal individually, and I can just send it to you. I don't have a problem doing either one. The only difference is if I put it on eBay, I'm going to lose money, and you're going to get charged tax, so it's going to cost everybody more. Which again is why if we have a kind of like a patron account thing going on, I can kind of cut that out, and we can just hook each other up and do the good thing. So with all that said, guys, thanks a lot. I appreciate your time. Remember, hit me up in the email. Put some comments down below. What do you think about that? If you have any other ideas, let me know. And as always, till next time, be kind. And I hope to see you across from the game table.